Hello, today I am going to be doing a year in review for 2021. We're going to start with personal life, then we're going to review world events, and then briefly talk about plans for YouTube. So, this year I had a couple of online courses in the spring semester, which I was able to pass. I then worked at Padonia, a country club, has a dishwasher, as has been described in a previous video, and that was my first job, and the experience was good overall. Um, and then I went back to my college in the fall, and had in-person classes in which I participated in a variety of courses and clubs, including my favorite among these was one called the Environmental Task Force, in which we picked up trash around our campus, and overall during the semester we collected some 750 pounds. So that was very good work, and I'm very proud of it. And that about summarizes that, although also I got COVID vaccines throughout the year. I actually just got my booster shot literally a day or two ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. And of course got the normal first two shots, and it was all Pfizer, by the way, in the spring with my dad. So that's what happened with that. For world events, that provides a perfect segue. COVID, of course, actually caused more damage in terms of cases and fatalities than last year did, the initial spread, because this is going to be like the big peak year. I think it's like another 3.6 million people died this year, so there's something like 5.4 million deaths total confirmed, at least, because, the true total is likely higher. And then there's some 260 million total cases now, maybe a little higher. I haven't checked enough recently. I know there was only like 81 million at the end of 2020, so there's been more than like 180 million-ish new cases this past year confirmed, and so the cases are definitely lower. So yeah, it's a big increase. That's what happened. Although with the vaccines rolling out and getting used to it, basically, it meant that, especially in industrialized countries like this, because of course I'm here in Maryland in the US, frankly, it didn't have the same hellish feel that 2020 had. It was kind of a bit easier to live under despite everything. It was not the same level of initial disruption and shock. So, yeah. And of course, let's see, space events. I'll have to talk about space. We had the first powered controlled flight on another planet with the Ingenuity helicopter, so that's big. That was, of course, part of the Perseverance mission to Mars. They launched the DART mission, Double Asteroid Redirect Test, which will crash into its target next year to see how powerful a probe needs to be to deflect asteroids of a given size. So that will be important. Planetary defense system. And of course, they launched James Webb, the space telescope, a few days past. Fortunately, it was not. Nothing went wrong with the launch itself. We just need to hope that everything goes right with the continued deployment of the telescope until it reaches its final destination and begins its actual operating life, which will be the real big thing. Let's see. Of course, some notable deaths this year. Prince Philip, that is Queen Elizabeth II's husband, since he'd been the longest serving consort, and beyond that, married to her for more than 7 decades, so that's a big loss. We lost Michael Collins, the pilot for the Apollo 11 mission. We lost Walter Mondale, vice president under Jimmy Carter. Obviously, Donald Rumsfeld and Colin Powell, two of George W. Bush's secretaries. I note them partly because Bush was the president I was born under, and so, although I am not a Republican, I tend toward the left in terms of politics views, and I disagree with some of the stuff that happened under him. Because I was born under him, I still assign a certain degree of personal special significance to the Bush presidency. So, yeah, there's that. Desmond Tutu, of course, just a couple of days past, died. Larry King, Yaphet Kotto from Alien, and the conservative talk show host Rush Limbaugh, so they've lost one of their more potent speakers. And those are some of the big losses from this year. And then also TV series that came out, Foundation and The Wheel of Time, I really liked, and I watched those with my family. I read all the books of The Wheel of Time, as you shall have seen from prior videos this year, and that's nice. So for future YouTube plans, for the moment, I'm still going to really be kind of doing it in this sort of format, which is to say, not necessarily down here in this basement every time, but that is generally not a super interesting in terms of format video, because I'm still working on developing the know-how and means to create such a thing, and also I am not ready to commit to showing my face, so there's that. So right now it's going to be more or less like this, but I am still going to try and talk about a variety of different things as they come up. I'm not like a frequent YouTube video poster. I wasn't this year, and I probably won't be for the time being going into next year, but we'll see how things go. I can't say that I was expecting a lot of views for my YouTube channel, because, I mean, I'm late to the game when it comes to the information age. Even though I was born a Gen Zer, what that means is that I wasn't old enough to take advantage of the initial wave of people getting onto YouTube, so I didn't get an original foothold established in a niche, so I have to kind of work my way into an already established site. That's how it goes. So we'll see how things go. But 2021 was personally better for me than last year was. So by last year I mean 2020. So we'll see how 2022 goes. Happy New Year to everyone. Bye for now.